Hey guys, my name's Stefan and this is Jeepvana, and today I've got another little install video for you. What I'm going to do is, let me take my little Primo Works. This is a good little piece of kit right here, but I'm going to install a door skin over here. So I already installed the one on the back, so let me show you what that looks like. So that's the rear door. Couple of things that the reasons are, one, I like the look of it, it's pretty cool, and secondly, it also helps to just protect this plastic a little bit underneath here. So this is made by Adventure Life, I believe it is. I'll leave a link. I have no affiliation with these people at all, but I have bought a bunch of stuff over the years from them. I guess, yeah, let's install it. Now, I've got these covers on. I'm going to try and do it without taking that off. I mean, this is kind of coming off already. Let me see if yeah, it'll come off. There we go. I just got to get some new stickies to put it back together, put it back on, because it wasn't really stuck on there properly anyway. So you know what, this is a good opportunity to do that. So yes, I did the back one. It was pretty easy, but what the first thing we want to do is just clean that area, and you are going to need yourself to do this. You are going to need a heat gun. And then I'm just going to wipe it down with some isopropyl alcohol. That way it'll take all the grease or anything like that may be on there off, because you want to make sure it's good and clean. You don't want any grease on there to stop it from sticking properly, you know. And especially the driver's side, you know, you always got your elbow on this door, and that'll definitely not help things stick. So you know, you just want to give that a good wipe, and make sure to let it dry properly as well before you start doing anything with it. But it's isopropyl alcohol, so it will dry really quickly. This door probably hasn't had it wiped down in quite some time too, so really it's a good thing. Alright, so let's show you what I'm working with here. So it comes in a little roll, and they're really good about marking it. So it comes in a roll like this. This one's marked driver front, as you can see. And what you want to do is start with the bottom. So you want to start with this little section right here, and it's pretty dry right now. It's good. All that alcohol is evaporated, which will evaporate real quick. Besides, it's really hot here, so so you just want to peel off the first piece, and then you know you've got the open piece here. You just want to line it up with that, you know, and you can peel it back. Like if you don't get it right, it comes off real easy. It really doesn't permanently stick there until you get see, that is a little bit too much this way. Until you start putting the heat on it is when it really permanently adheres. There we go, that looks pretty good. See, I got some wrinkles here, so I just want to come down a little bit. That's pretty good. When I did order it, it does come with a squeegee like this. I usually use the felt side, but now you want to, at this point, you could start heating it up a little bit. You don't want it to go too crazy with it, but that'll get rid of all the wrinkles and so on. So honestly, I could have probably slid it this way a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know. I started heating it up, so I may have screwed myself here. Really got to get it in the right spot. There is what I got to do. And I hadn't fully set it yet, so and I must say, it is really forgiving, this stuff, for sure. Especially, you know, once you heat it up a little bit and what have you. But there we go. That's a little better spot for it. All right. And we just smooth it out, get rid of the wrinkles. Then we heat it up and make sure the corners are really good and stuck down once you heat it up, you know. And then it starts to take on the pattern of the door. I don't know if you can see that on there. I don't know, I'll get a little closer. You can maybe see how it starts taking on the pattern of the door. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, you definitely need a heat gun for this, or hair dryer would probably work too. Like I say, you want to definitely make sure that all the edges and corners and so forth are really stuck down. Don't want it too hot either. There we go. All right, that's that one done. Now we are going to peel off the bigger one, which is a little more tricky to do. But once again, you know, as you saw, it's really very forgiving, this stuff. And yeah. All right, so once again, what you want to try and do is line up the pattern here if you can, although these patterns are not the same, honestly. But you know, it is topo, it can be a little different. You see, it's a little off there, but that's okay. So we just want to get this best we can around here, and all right, stick it down. And then as you start to kind of roll it over here, you definitely want to get a little bit of heat on it. see, I pulled it a little much there. Got a little wrinkly. So what you really want to do is use your little there we go. Really does make a difference, just that little bit of heat on there when you're smoothing it out. I really like the look of that. That stuff is pretty cool. Like I say, as you apply the heat, any little wrinkles you can get right out, you know. What's up? Yeah, little door skin. You just, where you can tuck the edges in under, you'll do that with this, and then this will just, yeah, and then once it cools down, it's pretty stuck. Now there's one more piece here that comes in, which is right in the middle here. The rear only has two pieces, but that's the piece for up here that goes right here. This is a little funky. I guess they could have at least made it so that it lines up with the pattern that's there, but it doesn't, so it is what it is. But there's the final piece. But yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. I like the look of that. It's a nice little, something a little different. Yeah, so that came out pretty good. I quite like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other two doors, and then I'll show you, how they came out. But like I say, that's basically it. Yeah, it's kind of a nice little deal. And my Primo works, goes back on just fine. Which, let me tell you, I never thought that I would like this that much, but it makes such a difference, you know, when you're driving. And this will go, this works on any vehicle. So, all right, yeah, I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to get these other two done, and then that's it. All right, so that's it all done. Looks pretty good. Quite happy with that. Here's the rear one. Which the pattern actually matched up a lot better on this rear one than on the front there. But yeah, we're pretty good. All right, so got all 4 doors done. We'll see how this stays on there, see how well it holds up over time. I'll let you guys know. This one was a real pain to put on, actually. Struggled quite a bit with this one, but seems to be all right. I had a few wrinkles up here that I couldn't get out, but it looks good. It looks fine. Yeah, there's a bit of a learning curve for sure. But yeah, I like the look of it. Adds a little something to the Jeep. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. I will catch you on the next one. Please make sure you like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I will see you soon. I've got a couple more videos coming up real soon that we're going to get started on the Alibaba build for sure. So yeah, that's a really exciting one coming along over the next few months. So definitely like and subscribe, or subscribe so that you can see that. Maybe hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of those videos. I will catch you soon. Cheers.